Yes! Okay, go say hi. Good. So see the difference when she's sitting, hovering, mind is on him, doing the bare minimum.
But she made eye contact.
She needs to make eye contact. Yep, exactly. Let's do the intro with me first. We'll have him wait.
Okay.
Remember, so get her attention first.
Okay.
You can let her down, but don't let her get to me until she checks in with you first. Okay, remember, have you been doing this kind of intro? Oh, so pull her back.
Come here.
She's not going to, so you kind of got to fish her in.
Come
the
here.
back facing you doesn't fly.
Oh, she has to face me?
Yep, so if she can't do it, back up. So first, if she's kind of like, I want to get there, try to stay in that spot and get her to sit. But barking should get her to go backwards. And so only a treat if she's looking at you.
Okay.
So back her up, because barking gets her to go back.
How do I get her to face me?
Put the treat to her nose and lure her around. And if she's not interested, you gotta back up until she is. The other day I had to back up 2 blocks with a dog.
Seriously?
You're not gonna have to go that far with a puppy. This dog had severe anxiety. Back up even more if she's not gonna listen. That's okay, this is good for her. Good. Now sitting gets her to move forward right away. So did you see where she just kind of barked and cried to get to your mom and then got the reward from that behavior? So that's something you should kind of watch out for, because that can even cause separation anxiety, because she's just rewarded by that. Backwards right away. Yep, barking gets her backwards. Vocalizing. Now do a sit. Yeah! See, it gets faster and faster when she knows she has to do it. Then you can move forward right away again. You just don't want to get her in the habit of thinking like the back facing you so that she can have her cake and eat it too. So it's like a stubborn thing that dogs do. So you just want to shut that down right away.
Okay.
Like, we want her to know her ticket to getting forward is looking at you, following your direction, and snapping out of being consumed by that distraction, not by being in her own world, because that's what typically gets her forward, right? She's focused on somebody, she wants to get there, so she goes. So we have to just rewire her brain that and then the vocalizing will start to escalate now too, that doesn't.
Get her attention, have her turn around.
Yeah. I would say you can just tell when a dog's vocalizing, they're really losing self-control. So typically, like, being on top of them isn't enough, but if you can curb it, you can stay in that spot. I just usually am like, up, that gets you to go backwards. Yeah, right there. Every single time right now that she's sitting there like that, back facing me, focus on you, reward her, because that's where we want her at all the time. But think about, the best reward is going forward. So like, this is the reward, I'm the reward up here. So she gets that. She gets to come forward when she sits. The treats are like a secondary reward, just marking that she's done the right thing. Okay, get her to sit one more time there, then go forward. Hi, Papa. Good boy, yes.
Good girl.
Perfect. Now go forward. Yay. What a nice walk now. Oh, she heard me. It's like right when I say that. Does she zone in like that with every person?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a really long grace period right now because of her age. So you have to do everything you possibly can to snap her out of that state. My new puppy is the exact same way, and I'm concerned about it because in his genetics, he has a protective instinct, which she could develop too. So people don't see the importance right now. It's like, oh, we'll just let her look at the world. But the longer she gets consumed by that person and the older she gets, the more she's gonna lose self-control. So first it's a stare, then it's a pull and a lunge, then it's crying and pulling and lunging, and then it's full on barking, typically just out of excitement to get to the person, but it looks like aggression, you know? So you just want to snap her out of that state immediately. Nobody ever understands that with a puppy. Like, they're like, well, why not? Just let her like look, because it always turns into more than just looking. And same thing, if you're like, Chloe, you're putting the treat to her nose, trying to lure her back, and there's nothing there, then you're too close to the excitement, the trigger. So back up instantly to the point of where you can get her focus. Because like we said, you can always get her focus, but even if that guy is gone, like let's say she's not responding to you, you back up, she's not sitting, you back up again, the guy drives away, even if he's not even visible anymore, because a lot of the times the hard part about this working really 100% through somebody is they're not just going to be standing here stationary for 30 minutes to wait for her.
Oh, I know.
But that's okay. You still need to end on getting her focus, even if they go away. So that she always knows every distraction when she gets consumed is always going to end on her needing to give her focus to you, and it will motivate her to do it faster. Because realistically, once you can get her focus, then you can let it go. What I always do when I walk out my front door, I see a person, so I'm like, oh, so make sure I can get his focus to let him know, like, just look to me. Then I let it go, because as long as you can get it, then you can be lax. I mean, there's a little bit more to it, because if you let it go with her excitement just goes right out. So there's more to it, but just always be on top of trying to get her focus immediately, and it will help so much. So what you need to always do is first find the point where she will listen to you, because she always will. If you don't have the time to work your way back up, at least just find that point like she just did, then you can let her go.
Okay.
Just so it's like you're breaking her focus on what she wants to get to at least once.
Okay.
Like asking you for permission basically to go. And then if you have the time, what we're gonna do with Grizzly right now is work all the way up, what we did in the beginning too. So that's even better, because it keeps her mind with you the entire way. But that's what, especially if she's getting so obsessed with like one of you leaving, like constantly let her know, like being in her own world, trying to get back to that person.
She did it with my brother the other day too.
Really?
We were in the car, he left the car.
Yeah.
And it was non-stop barking.
Oh.
Even when I was leaving, it was more like crying.
Oh, it's barking too?
It's like
Wow.
crying. It's like, yeah, crying. It doesn't even, she doesn't really bark, she just cries
Okay.
more.
It'll probably turn into barking. So
That's
you just
what
want
I
to curb
don't
it,
want.
right?
Okay.
So always take her focus off of what she wants. Like let her know, like a dog should always be staying present with you. So let her know, just like being present with you, that's how she gets the person to come back. If she's so consumed about that, she's gonna work herself up so much to the point where she has separation anxiety. And then you have also a dog that's just like, when I cry, I get what I want. Just like a kid, you know, like a spoiled little kid. So
Well, when every time she's crying in the crate, she doesn't get her way, she
Right.
sleeps. At home, the door closes, she cries for like maybe, not, she has stopped
The
crying
crate?
Even now I
Good.
taught her like, sit, wait, I leave, throw the trash out, come out.
Oh,
She
she's
doesn't
doing good with the
cry.
wait at the door?
Yes. Her
Yay.
attention at home is really good.
Yeah.
It's just, I haven't had, like, we haven't worked with her too much outside.
Totally.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
start working with her outside. But she doesn't cry as much when we leave the house.
Okay.
It's outside, I've noticed, like, she'll go to the grocery store and she starts crying up a storm.
Got it.
And I'm like, you're making everybody think that I'm doing something.
Yeah, you want to nip the crying immediately.
Okay.
So just remember, if she's crying, she's barking, whatever it is, she's just staring, the key is shifting her focus off of it.
Okay.
Not telling her it's okay while her mind is still on it. 'Cause-
Okay.
And then again, use those techniques. If you're saying Chloe, I always try first Chloe. If that's not working, treat to her nose. Hi, up here. Yes. And then if I can get her, you can stay in that spot. If I can't, then we back up to the point of where you can.
Okay.
If you have time, work your way back up. If you don't have time, just get her to sit at least once, then go forward.
Okay.
That'll be huge. But this is like her most exciting, most difficult triggers that we're talking about here. So before you can really do that, you have to just build up a really solid base in the environment, right? Because if she just comes out the door and is super distracted about the leaves, the grass, the bird, the squirrel, whatever, you want to be able to get her attention in that first level of difficulty before we can be able to get her attention level 10 when there's people coming. So have you been getting her to check in on the walk?
Yeah. When it's me and her and there's nobody, I even gone to the grass area. I go sit, she sits.
Oh, good.
Like when I start running with her, I'll wear like tennis shoes. She'll run with me, runs even with me, and then we'll sit. Like,
okay, good.
She's not. I think it's because there's too many people.
Yeah.
She's just learning.
No, it's okay. It's a baby.
With me, she's pretty okay.
Did you
I
get
just
a
haven't
haircut?
been working on the outside yet so much.
Yeah.
I don't know how to introduce her the right way.
Got it. Yeah. So just breaking her focus is just going to be key for her to not get so stressed in her own mind, but for you too, so she's not pulling, you know, and for her to just be like, okay, I want to see that person. What do? I check in here.
Okay.
Then I go.
With my house, right? Until she doesn't sit, nobody says hi to her.
Exactly. Yeah. If somebody's coming through the door, just text each other that she needs to be on a leash. So I would leash her first. Do the same thing. The more repetition.
I haven't leashed her. Okay.
Yeah, leash her so she knows that getting to what she wants, she has to check in with you, but she also has to control herself. Like self-control is the key to getting whatever you want.
So let's say, sorry, if she's walking in, I put her on the leash.
Yeah, so text her before. Text her before. Be like, I'm walking up. Just whatever. Get Chloe on a leash. You get Chloe on a leash, you're sitting on the couch, you're just constantly getting her focus. You can either be standing there or you can just go about doing whatever. And Chloe, until she sits and focuses on you, cannot go.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The really good thing that you guys have that most people don't have is she gets just as excited, if not probably more excited, to see you guys. A lot of people are like, it's only with the new people. Like, the dog could care less about the family, their family.
She's like, my dad works out of town.
Yeah.
I think she even feels that he's gone a week. He gets the most excitement.
Oh my
when
gosh.
she comes in, but
really?
everybody walks in, she wakes up out of her sleep, or like she has to say hi. She gets excited every morning.
That's
super
perfect.
good.
It's good because then you can practice inside, because people have a hard time if it's like, oh, she only gets excited with new people. How many new people come in every day? So that's perfect. Because then it will translate out on the walk. She won't try to be going at everybody. Okay, you want to meet Grizzly? Should we work up to Grizzly? Okay, I'll take her. Chloe. Yes. Good girl. So here's the thing, what we're doing right now, is just controlling that first part of this.
Down.
So, good.
Yay, we did it outside.
Yay! We're breaking the focus. Can I have a piece?
Yeah, you can split it.
Thank you. We're just breaking the focus once.
Okay.
Next time we'll talk about full self-control, because here's what you're gonna find is that you get her to sit and then her attention goes right back.
Okay.
That's normal right now. First, we're just trying to get that sit, breaking the focus once and putting her at about 50% self-control. Then we'll work to get to the point where she knows when she's sitting to move forward, she has to look at the dog or look at whatever she wants and check in on her own with you. Oh,
that's okay.
Did I drop it? So right now, just a lot of people will tell me like, I got her to sit, but then the second that she breaks the sit, she just goes forward right away. So just know that's normal.
Okay.
Right now. Come on, Chloe.
So as long as I have her check in once, that's okay?
Yes, Chloe. Yes. So as long as her mind stays present with me. Yes, Chloe. Sit. Yes, good. And isn't forward, we can keep going forward. Hi. She's like, I missed you. Her groom looks really good. Can you see him? Chloe! Yes, Chloe! Yes, so see how her mind went right back to it? Chloe! Chloe! So I'm gonna try at this distance. Oh, she started being vocal. We'll back up. Chloe! Yes! Good girl, we'll try again. You stay. He's excited to meet her. Chloe! 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 Chloe, Chloe, Chloe! Yes! One more! Chloe! 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 Hi! Chloe! You can do it! You can do it! Chloe! Chloe! Hi! Hi! Chloe! Yes, okay, go say hi. Good. So see the difference when she's sitting, hovering, mind is on him, doing the bare minimum.
But she made eye contact.
She needs to make eye contact. Yep,
You can go.
exactly.